Honestly, I have no idea why I'm doing this. This is not gonna go well. I can see it already. It's gonna go terribly. Hello, welcome back to my channel where today I'll be attempting to do natural makeup. So I go to university where every single day I see people wearing the most beautiful makeup, which ranges from very natural to kind of more e-girly style, and there's a few people who wear more alternative makeup like I do. But today I thought it'd be fun to try the opposite of what I normally do, which is natural makeup. So for this, I don't really have a reference picture. I'm kind of just going off what I remember people looking like in real life. So hopefully it's gonna go well. I may have to get a reference picture at some point, but we're gonna start with that one. And my first step is gonna be primer, which is always my first step, but I feel like it's extra important today. This is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, and I'm going to try and put a little bit less on than I normally do today because I wear far too much of this to the point where it makes my skin look a little bit greasy throughout the day, so I'm really trying to cut back on this. Maybe I should try a different product. If you have any suggestions for a primer that isn't as heavy as this, please leave it down below in the comments. I really need one. So first I'm going to go in with something that I never usually do, and if I do have them on, then I do not do them first, which is eyebrows. But according to one of my friends, she always starts with her eyebrows, so I feel like that is a good place to start for this type of makeup. I'm gonna go in with either this one or this one. My natural hair colour, I don't even know if you can really see it. I feel like my hair hasn't grown out much recently. It's very, very dark. I have almost black hair, but I feel like this is gonna look too dark, so I might go in with this one instead, which is much more of a taupey brown. And I'm gonna go in with an eyebrow brush for this, and I'm just going to try and flatten it a little bit with the primer that's still on my fingers. And let's give this a go. I'm very worried. I'm going to follow where the shadow of my actual eyebrow is, which probably isn't too noticeable on my camera, but I can definitely see it in real life. And I would very much appreciate it if you ignore the staining that's kind of around the outside of my eyes, but we're just going to pretend it isn't there for this video and focus on this makeup instead. They are so light. They definitely need to have a darker colour in them. I'm going to go with the colour I originally thought of, which is this dark one down here, and I'm going to use that to draw the little strokes in the eyebrows. I have done natural makeup before, but I never do it on myself really. I've done it on a few friends for like nights out and such, but I can't remember the last time I did it on myself. The left side is so much harder. I feel like I'm crossed in on myself. This is when it'd be useful to know how to use both hands. Maybe I should try and do my makeup with my left hand at some point. I don't think that would really work because I can't really grip with my left hand, but we could see. It might be fun. It'd be very frustrating, but it might be fun. Okay, so my eyebrows are on. I feel like they're pretty good eyebrows. They're not fully even. I think this one's much better than this one, but I feel like they look quite good and they look natural-ish. As natural as I can get it with this type of product. I feel like if I wanted them more natural, I'd have to go in with either a gel or a pencil. I feel like eyeshadow and the type of brushes I have aren't going to get as sharp as an actual eyebrow, but I feel like they look pretty good. Next, I'm going to go on to the eyes. For this, I'm going to go back in with the first brown I used on my eyebrows and just put it on the very outer sections of my eye because I know how light this is now, so I feel like I could blend it out quite well. I'm also going to pull it underneath just a tad, and I'm going to attempt to do that technique I never use, which is where you kind of wiggle it along your brow bone, like where your brow bone meets your eye, because that's what I see makeup artists tell you to do. Find the bone and wiggle it underneath it. Okay, that's looking okay. Next, I'm going to go in with this one here because I feel like this is probably going to be almost my skin tone and blend out the edges of that and also go all the way across my lid. Why is this coming out better than I thought it would? Like, it's not looking brilliant, but it's looking so much better than I thought it would. So I'm happy. Well, happy is a strong word. I'm not really happy with how it looks on me. I don't know if that's because it doesn't suit me or because I'm not used to it, but I am happy with how it's turning out blending wise. For the front of my eye, I want to add a little tiny bit of interest, so I'm going to go in with this shimmer, which is very much covered in makeup, so we're just going to knock that off so I can actually show you the colour. You can see the colour a lot better now. It's a very nice shimmery colour, but it's not going to be too blinding or too bright for this eye look. That looks kind of cute. I feel like I'm dressing up as a character and not myself, but it's looking okay. Next up is blush. So for blush, I think I'm going to use my Oden's Eye palette because it has this colour, which I feel like is a very natural blush colour for my skin tone. And I'm going to do the cold weather blush look, which I've been seeing all over TikTok and in real life as well. First TikTok trend I've actually seen in person, which is where the nose is very blush and then this bit of the cheeks is very blushed. I feel like it looks so cute, and it's very similar placement wise to how I would naturally put my blush. So I feel like that's going to make it feel a little bit more like me. Not that I'm expecting this to feel like me when I'm done, but we're going to try and make it feel like me a little bit. I feel like I overdid it. It's giving more of of the sick trend rather than the cold trend. I'm gonna try and go over it with a clean brush and try and get some of that pigment off. I see people who wear kind of a more natural blush use cream blush, and I can see why. It just goes on a little bit less pigmented and it's a little bit easier to control than this sort of blush. I feel like that's okay, it's a little bit harsh, but throughout the day that's gonna fade and it's gonna look much more natural. So I think we're good for blush. Honestly, I'm very surprised with how quick this is going by. I thought this was gonna take so much longer for me. Just because I'm not used to it, I thought I was gonna go really slow, but it's only gone a little bit slower than my normal makeup, so I'm quite happy with that. For lips, I'm just gonna go in with this Cult Candy Cosmetics liquid lipstick in BB, put it on the center of my lip and then blend it out with the same blush brush that I used before. I don't know why, but that's looking really purple. This is a pink liquid lipstick, but it looks so purple with this look. Let's try and pull some of it off with the same brush I used to blend out the blush. That's looking a lot better, and I feel like we're on to the final 2 steps. First step is setting spray. I'm skipping mascara because I don't have a brown mascara, and I feel like my eyelashes, because they're very dark brown, go quite well with this look already, so we're just going to leave them natural. So like I said, we're going to go on to setting spray, and then I do want to add some highlighter. I'm going to try and go very light-handed on the highlighter, but I do tend to add too much. And with that, that's this makeup done. I am so surprised by how much I actually like this look. I feel like it doesn't look very much like me. I'm just not used to seeing myself like this, and it's definitely too feminine for me. I don't think I could wear this outside without feeling weird about it. But I feel like my friends would really like this look if I did it on them. So maybe I'll use the exact same colour combination next time I do one of my friends' look. I think I'm going to be doing my friend's look next Friday actually for a Christmas thing. I feel like she's going to love the cold blush trend. She doesn't have TikTok, so I don't think she's seen it. And this seems like a trend she's absolutely going to love. So now I'm really excited to do her makeup and give her some more harsh blush than I normally would. But to finish off this video, I'm going to pop up some videos of how I normally do my makeup, just in case you haven't seen it before, and we can do a little bit of comparison. Which one do you prefer? Do you prefer this or my more alternative makeup? I definitely prefer my alternative makeup, but I completely understand if you much prefer this. This is definitely more of a wearable look for most people. It's not wearable for me. I would feel very uncomfortable wearing this outside, but it feels very wearable for a lot of people. So I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did like this video and you like the makeup, please give this video a like, comment down below what else you'd like me to do, and subscribe as I post a new video every single week. I'd love to see you again. But until then, bye!